Iodine plays a very important role in the thyroid function also, and again, we've said thyroid function is very important in all 8 organ systems. If you have low iodine, you'll have low thyroid hormones. That is what we call hypothyroidism. Remember this, having an enlarged thyroid does not mean you're producing excess thyroid hormones. We've talked about hyper and hypothyroidism in Alive, so go and check it out. Yes, POC is good. So go and check it out. Listen to this. That having an enlarged thyroid does not mean you're hyperthyroid. No, you're not hyperthyroid. Okay? Most of you think just because you have a swollen gland, you're producing excess hormones. No. You can have a very broad gland because of excessive production of TSH or inflammation, which is actually underperforming. Okay, so you need iodine to actually help that thyroid gland to actually perform. So imagine having an enlarged thyroid. That tells you your diet is less in iodine. So the thyroid gland is actually enlarging to actually trap iodine from the diets, because its role here is to actually trap iodine from the diets and then synthesize the thyroid hormones. So when it's enlarging, it means your diet is actually less in iodine. The reason why I never tell people in my 6 carbohydrate sources, the sweet potatoes, the green bananas, the butternuts, the arrowroots, the pumpkins, and the beans, most people will ask me, Doc, how about cassava? And I will tell you this, cassava comes with cyanide. And you know very well that there are species of cassava that have high cyanide levels. Others have high cyanide but at lower amounts. So there are people who will ask me, Doc, how about cassava? Is it okay as a complex carbohydrate? The point is, yes, it's okay as a complex carbohydrate, but it's supposed to be consumed at least once in 2 weeks or once in a month. So it comes with cyanide, and cyanide binds on iodine and prevents you from absorbing iodine in the thyroid. So now anything that you're eating in diets is bound to this cyanide, is leaving the body. When it's leaving the body, please, what about plantains? Just drop plantains. Eat green bananas, okay? So when you're actually eating diets that are rich in iodine, but you're eating them with cassava, let's say you've taken ugali that is made up of cassava flour, and then you eat with omena or fish, you've actually wasted the iodine in that seafood, because the cassava cyanide will bind to the iodine and that will leave the body. And cyanide is also very toxic in the system. So you need to understand that before you take that cassava, if you're taking it once a month, you're safe. That's the reason why I never count it as part of my complex carbohydrates. So be very keen with that one, okay? Yeah. So that was iodine, very important. And also, wow, iodine is very important in the gonads. Because again, remember, a well-functioning thyroid is very important in fertility. It's very important in metabolism and weight loss. So therefore, most people who are actually suffering obesity and infertility are actually having low iodine levels, and therefore they are having low metabolism because of low thyroid hormones. And this is the reason why I tell you to add salt in your drinking water. One of the reasons is to actually make sure, the major reason is actually to make sure that this salt is absorbed by the body into the cells, and then water follows salts into this, follows the salt into the cells, and now that is adequate rehydration. So you will not keep on urinating. Salt is going to actually provide you with iodine, which will be absorbed in the thyroid, help you form thyroid hormones, and activate metabolism, so you break down the fat. Because it actually activates lipolysis, breakdown of lipids, the fats. You lose weight. And then iodine is going to actually make the thyroid hormones that are actually involved in the gonads. So your fertility is coming back. So do not ignore iodine, okay? Eat that seafood. Do not say, oh, you know, I was not born eating omena. Go and eat omena. There's always a first time.